Welcome back to a video. We're going to be streaming, or we're going to be traveling over the next few days, at least a week and a half. So times of the streams, videos, and everything are going to be pretty sporadic. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a pre-record. So definitely still take a look at all the comments and everything, because I'll go through and respond to all the different comments as I can and answer questions or anything like that. So drop any questions you got down below in the description. But today we're going to get into a variety of topics. But this first topic, do this now if you're going to be buying, and not paying cash for a Tesla Model Y Juniper refresh. We're going to get into that, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So if you are going to be buying a Tesla Model Y Launch Series Edition, it's funny, I've been calling it Launch Edition instead of Launch Series. If you're going to be buying one of these, and if you are not paying cash, this is what you need to do now. In fact, actually, this is what you need to do if you are going to be financing it as well, or even leasing, depending on what lease rate you're actually going with. But let's talk about financing first. Financing with Tesla is 5.99%. It's been 5.99% for at least a month now, and I don't know if it's going to get lower in the near future. Maybe we see some promotional rates, 0% or 2% or 1.99% in the next month, which could be February for the new month. But right now, if you're going to be doing a finance through Tesla, it's 5.99%. And if you're leasing, and we post all the different lease rates that we find in our deal spreadsheet down below, on top of that, in our deal spreadsheet that you can find in the description, we find the best deals, and we posted here so you can see how big of a discount you can get on a old Model Y, like this one right here, a Model Y long range all-wheel drive that has a $6,890 discount. And the beauty with this one is that this is before the Tesla referral code, which you can get down below in the description. That gets you another $500 to $1,000 off. But on our best deal spreadsheet, we actually keep track of all the different lease rates that we find, as well as low as for Tesla vehicles. So unless you're getting a long range rear-wheel drive, which has a lease interest rate of 2.38%, or a Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive, which have a lease interest rate of 3.00%, you should really take a look at what I'm about to say, because here are the tips on how to basically beat 5 or 5.99%. And what that is using a credit union. There's plenty of credit unions out there. I'm going to give you two of them right now that have way lower interest rate than 5.99%. The first one is Navy Federal Credit Union. So if you're eligible, or if you have a family member, or if someone in your household has Navy Federal Credit Union, then you could potentially be eligible for their account and get a low interest rate on a Tesla vehicle. So if we take a look at what their loans are, we can see what the loan rates are, and you'll be surprised. It's as low as 4.09%. If you want like a 61-month term, or to 72 months, it's 4.79%. Even at 60 months, 4.49%. So you can see that's a good substantial savings under the 5.99%. Here's another one, Labor Federal Credit Union, one of my favorites. Our Model X is currently financed through them, and you can see right here, low rates as low as 4.74%. In fact, there's plenty of more credit unions. I've got a list at least 5, which you can get access to at our Patreon link down below in the description. Once you join, you get access to my Tesla buying guide, which has lists to actually about 20 to 30 credit unions, but 5 of them anybody can join. The other ones, you have to have special affiliation, but you have low rates in like that 4, 5, 6%, way better than that Tesla financing. But if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment on your Tesla, that's where our channel partners Tenet comes into play. Tenet is an approved Tesla financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment on your Tesla vehicle. They can do this So definitely check out their link down below in the description. Hit the apply button to do a soft inquiry, no obligation to see what the offer is on a new or used Tesla. And so that would be my recommendation. If you are buying a Model Y refresh Juniper and you have to finance or lease, because we found out the other day the Model Y Juniper lease is a staggering 10.9%, which is absolutely insane. And so certainly it really doesn't make sense to really lease it or finance the Model Y Juniper. It really, if you can get a credit union or if you can just pay cash, of course, easier said than done, then that would be your best bet. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And of course, this is not technically live. We're going to be traveling for the next week or so. And so it's going to be pretty sporadic in when we can get live. So thank you all for joining. And of course, any comments, I'll respond to all the comments down below. If you are leaving a comment, and I'll respond one by one. So if you got a question or anything like that, let me know. Of course, this was pre-recorded before that. In this next topic, the new Model Y, the Juniper Refresh build quality is incredible. Shout out to Colton, Out of Spec Detail, and a bunch of others from Out of Spec Studios. They went to go see a Model Y Juniper in person, and quote from Colton, first look at the build quality, fit and finish of the new Model Y Refresh. Really impressed with the updates of this car. Interior feels like an actual premium vehicle. Quote, styling through, although subjective, was modern, futuristic, and right for the car. I think this facelift is much more of an upgrade than we got with the Model 3 Highland. So many little details, well thought out and well executed. 2 misses on the refresh, no high voltage and no black Highlander option. So definitely, if you are interested in going to take a look at this video, definitely check out on their studios for the Out of Spec Studios to see the build quality. But I gotta say, when I saw it in person, it's a lot of like minuscule small upgrades throughout the vehicle. And I mean, it's one of Tesla's best selling vehicles. They don't need to do much, but they just need to make it better little bit by little bit every single refresh and every single year. And so I'm excited for it at the end of the day. And I can't wait to see when the Launch Series edition actually comes out and we can see it and everything with the actual vehicle. On top of that, it seems like demand is doing pretty well. Here's a quick video of the customer showroom of a Tesla store in which people are flocking this new Model Y all over. And so certainly it's a very opposite experience to when I went to the Tesla in North Hollywood. Of course, that was like a Friday evening around rush time. So maybe that's why it wasn't as busy, of course, because people are just trying to get home and they don't necessarily care when they want to go to the store and everything like that. But let us know what your thoughts on those. So what you're thinking. Did you order a Model Y Juniper, or are you sitting on the sidelines waiting to see what happens? In this next topic, let's take a look at the Model Y suspension, the new refresh, and here's a quick explainer video about that. Here it is. Let's go ahead and play it.
Beyond that, the spring rates shock absorber valves and bushings are also optimized. All those improvements made the car more enjoyable and comfortable to fly. Beyond that, the spring rates shock absorber valves and bushings are also optimized. All those improvements made the car more enjoyable and comfortable to drive. Yeah.
Hopefully you guys could hear that, but beyond that, the spring rates, shock absorber valves, and bushings are also optimized, and all those improvements made the car more enjoyable and comfortable to drive. And we're hearing a lot of this because that's the problem right now. There's a lot of standstill reviews of the Model Y. No one has actually driven it, at least I've seen at least. Let us know if you found someone actually was able to drive it. I guess they're waiting to release those a little later, which makes sense, right? Let's hype up all the different features inside first, and then go ahead and release all the other stuff. But I mean, it's going to have the same updates and upgrades, just like how the old Model 3 went to the Highland. So yeah, it's going to noise, vibration, or efficiency. But there's one stat that kind of threw me for a whirlwind. I don't know if you guys saw it as well, but it did say that the Model Y is stiffer, and maybe the stiffer will help with like noise, vibration, but hopefully the comfortability of it won't be affected by that as well. And so let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. I'm excited to try and get on one to drive it, but of course we will have to wait and see until that actually comes out. In this next topic, Tesla has cashed in on a ton of federal EV electric vehicle funds, but it was really for the charging grants. Shout out to Inside EVs for posting this. Quote, despite CEO Elon's support for ending the EV incentives, the automaker cashed in big on federal funds to build charging stations. Let's take a look at this because that's what I was wondering, because there is a ton of funds that was being at least pushed aside for the infrastructure of electric vehicle stations, everything like that. Under the Biden administration, allocated $5 billion funds to build more EV chargers in the US. And I thought Tesla got a bunch of them to build out their supercharger network. And since now everything is moving towards NACS, it would make sense. But wow, look at this. Tesla grants have totaled $31.1 million, according to the site's NEVI award dashboard. It's been more money than Electrify America, $11 million, EVgo, $8.7, and ChargePoint at $945,000. And so it makes sense. I mean, now that supercharger is proven to be one of the better charging networks, especially fast charging networks, I feel like we should give more money, but it seems like Trump has already put the stop on this as well, as this, at least from what I've read. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And so I guess we'll have to wait and see what is going to be happening with the federal EV funds for charging infrastructure, because we need more chargers. And in fact, not only do we need more chargers, we need more level 2 chargers. And actually, I read into someone who actually runs a company that on a commercial level that will actually install level 2 chargers at your commercial site, whether it's an apartment building, commercial complex, or casino or mall or anything. And they'll do it absolutely for free. They're in the California area, but they are nationwide as well. And so if you own commercial property, or you know someone that owns commercial property and wants free level 2 Tesla chargers, please send me a DM and we'll get you connected, because I feel like this is like a no-brainer type of deal if you have commercial property and you need level 2 chargers. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. It seems like certainly we need more chargers, so we need to see what the rollout actually is going to be. In this next topic, the Tesla Model 3, the new Highland, is the most affordable car to own and drive in the US. There's a brand new study that just got released from Teslarati. Well, actually, it's a study from Self Financial. They've determined that the Model 3 sedan is the most affordable car to run in the US. But the one big thing they're not factoring into this, actually we'll talk about in a second. But here is the list of the top 10 vehicles. Tesla Model 3, Hyundai Elantra, Toyota Corolla, which makes a ton of sense, Civic Accord, Model Y as well, Camry, and CRV. Annual fuel cost is a staggering, or way low staggering, $636 compared to the Hyundai Elantra at $1,615. Annual maintenance, I guess it depends on how long this actually is, because maintenance in like the first couple of years is almost non-existent. Maybe a filter, maybe a set of tires. Annual insurance, though, this is the biggest caveat, as where you can see it's almost double, actually not double, it's like 30% more than the Hyundai Elantra. Annual insurance, they've posted here, is $2,200, which is what, like about $180 a month. Hyundai is $1,547 a month. Taxes and fees, because some states have like an extra DMV fee, this does make sense, $1,000 there. Annual running costs as a just marginally $5,061 versus $5,104. And so yes, this sums up everything correctly with the purchase of a Tesla vehicle. You will save on on fuel costs, maintenance, but usually insurance, fees, and everything like that will be more. And this is a nice spread and chart to see that it's only marginally better than some of these other vehicles out there. And of course, this all fluctuates a ton based upon gas savings in your area, electric costs in your area, DMV fees, and everything like that. And so you really have to do the math yourself on figuring whether a Tesla vehicle could be savings. But the biggest thing with this, well, there's two things actually. One of the things in which isn't factored into this is the time savings of this, because you don't have to go to the shop as months for maintenance, there's a savings on that. And because you could potentially, if you use autopilot and full self-driving, there's a savings on that in terms of your mind and getting it back and relaxing on those road trips instead. There is a lot of different savings like that where you could make it a little bit better and outweigh some of these costs, or even not going to the gas station. I know it's 5 minutes to fill up gas, but 10 minutes to go there, 10 minutes to back, or 5 minutes to go there, or 5 minutes to get back home versus just going home and plugging in. That adds up over the course of a long period of time, especially 5 years of not going to the gas station and just going home instead. But the biggest thing that you have to factor into this is depreciation. Shout out to James for pointing this out. This is a fantastic. However, depreciation should be considered when it is and maybe not perform as well. And I think if you bought Tesla vehicles over the past 2 to 3 years in which pricing was all over the place, well, really, if you bought any vehicle during those past 2 to 3 years, pricing was all over the place. So depreciation is bad. But even now, like a brand new Model 3, if you factor in all the different tax credits and everything and big discounts, it was as low as like $31,000 to $33,000. And that's crazy to think when you've got like 2022s or 2023s also being sold in that $20,000 to $25,000. Of course, some of these do have crazy mileage and things like that, but still, certainly it is crazy to see that compression between the prices between a new one and a used one. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Have you done the math yourself on whether a Tesla vehicle will save you money, and what type of math have you actually figured out at the end of the day? But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks you for watching our live/video. Comment down below any questions you all have, and I'm going to respond to each and every one of you down below as well. And thank you all for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.